Hello everyone, Him Tutorial welcomes you to the new chapter, that is chapter number 5, transfer of heat. And in this session we are going to discuss about the introduction part, that how the transfer of heat take place between the different objects and what is the flow of heat. So in our previous chapter we have learned that heat is a form of energy and the transfer of heat take place from the higher temperature to the lower temperature, or you can say the heat transfer from the higher temperature to the lower temperature in an object or in two different objects, and this is called as transfer of heat. If I talk about the matter, then the things which are present on the earth, they exist in three types of matter. They are in solid, then liquid and gas, and these three states are interchangeable also. If I consider the example of water, then in solid case it is ice, in liquid case it is water, and in gaseous case it is water vapor. Here also the change of state will take place by gaining the heat and by losing the heat. If I want to change solid to liquid, then the process of heating will take place, and this process is called as melting. Again, if liquid changes into gas, this process is also due to the heating, and this process is called as evaporation. Again, there is transfer of heat, or you can say the losing of heat takes place, which is also called as cooling. Then water vapor will changes to water, and this process is called as condensation. Again, the water changes to ice by cooling or by losing the heat, then this process is called as freezing. So here we have learned this basic concept that the transfer of heat is very important, because by transferring of heat the state of matter also changes from solid to liquid, liquid to gas, gas to liquid, and again liquid to solid, and one more state is there in which the solid directly changes into the water vapor, and that is called as the, or you can say the gaseous form, that is called as sublimation. And if I talk the example of sublimation, then camphor, you can say it is very common example of sublimation. Naphthalene balls are very common example of the sublimation. So we will discuss about this later on, but here we are concerning about the matter, and we know that matter is made up of what? All type of matter is made up of basic fundamental unit, and that is called as atom. In case of solids, the atom are very tightly packed to each other, and due to this they have definite shape and volume. In case of liquid, the atoms are loosely packed to each other, and when they are loosely packed to each other they have definite volume, but they do not have definite shape. And we talk about water vapor or gaseous, then the atoms are very loosely packed, so that's why gases do not have definite shape and do not have definite volume. So if all type of matter is made up of atom, then if I say that the transfer of heat takes place mainly between the atoms, it is also right, because every matter is made up of what? Atoms, and the transferring of heat is taking place between what? Atoms ultimately. So the atoms which gains the heat, they become hot, they have higher temperature, and the atoms which loses the heat, they become cold and they have got lower temperature. So like this it is easy for us to understand the transfer of heat or the flow of heat. Now let's relate this basic concept with the daily life examples. First of all, I will take the example of the hot cup of tea. You have normally seen that when we put a hot cup of tea on a table, then after some time this hot cup of tea, it become cold. Why? Because the hot cup of tea is having the molecules which are having high temperature, and now this high temperature molecules, they will lose the heat to the surrounding molecules which are present in the air. These air molecules, they will gain the heat. So due to this transfer of heat, after some time the cup of tea become cold. If I talk about another example, then in summer season you have normally seen that when we take out one water bottle from the refrigerator, then that water bottle after some time has got water droplets over it. Now what is happening here? Is the water bottle is, or you can say, is the water is coming out from this water bottle? No. So what is happening here? Here the surrounding air which is having in summers the water in form of water vapors. So here the water vapors are present in the air molecules, and these water vapors, they come in contact because these water vapors are at higher temperature as compared to the bottle, because bottle is maintained at some lower temperature. So when these water molecules, they come in contact with the bottle which is at already lower temperature, that time this water molecules which are in the air, they become condensed and they will change its state from the water vapor to the water droplets. So by this phenomena you are able to see the water droplets over the water bottle which was just kept out from the refrigerator after some time. If I go for another example, then we had already learned that if we take a utensil and we lit a fire beneath this cooking utensil, then what will happen? After some time this utensil become hot because it gains the heat from the energy source, from the heat source. And if I put a spoon of iron or steel in between this cooking utensil, then after some time this spoon will also become hot. Why? Again, here is transfer of heat take place, as firstly the transfer of heat take place from the energy source to the cooking utensil, and then from the cooking utensil to the spoon which is at lower temperature at that time. So this transfer of heat take place continuously because this spoon is also now in contact with the air molecules, and these air molecules are also having lower temperature as compared to the spoon molecules, and continuously there is losing of heat take place, and this whole process will carry on up to that time, up to when the source of heat energy is present over there. So these are the common examples. One more example if I discuss, that in case of winter season you have seen that we try to bask the fire to warm our body. So if we lit the fire or we switch on the heater at one corner of the room, then after some time the warmthness of that heater or the fire, it spreads over the whole room. Why it happens so? Again, there is transfer of heat between the molecules which are present in the air and the air which is present inside the room. So this is all about today's concept, that is how the transfer of heat take place. I hope you understood the topic very well. So up to our next video, keep watching, keep learning. Thank you so much. Stay home, stay safe.